Hey YouTube, Leo here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be trying an anime tier list, and this is something I always see. I'm sure they've kind of probably fallen out of popularity at this point, but I always remember seeing people do these, and I always thought they were kind of fun, and I've always wanted a shot at, kind of ranking my own anime. So without much further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. I don't think I need to explain how the tier system works. Fair warning, this is a relatively large list. It's one I just kind of picked up and grabbed, and yeah, so there's probably going to be a fair amount that I haven't watched. But we're going to get into that when we get into that. So let's just go ahead and start. And right away, don't know what this is, haven't watched it, gonna go ahead and throw that in there. And I'm going to be zooming in on some of these because I cannot see. I am old. Some of these pictures are way too tiny for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the first three, and I haven't watched and don't care to watch right now. So starting off with the first one I have seen, Shield Hero. I'm trying to think here. I did watch a good chunk of it. I fell off of it. I think after season 2. I think season 3 is the one where I just kind of fell off of, and I don't know if they've gone past that. So honestly, I remember liking when I saw at least season 1 or 2. I guess let's put it in D tier just because it's not F tier for me again. I liked what I saw of it when it first aired, but then I just dropped it. Blood Plus, I remember watching a bit of this one, but unfortunately, I'm gonna put it more in just I haven't watched it because I don't remember how much of it I even saw. So at this point, I might as well just go ahead and say I didn't see it. Beastars. Another one of those where I kind of picked up. I'm gonna put it in F tier. No, that's not fair to it. I'm gonna put I haven't watched. I did see a bit of it, couldn't get into it, just kind of dropped it. Now here we're getting into something I have seen, and this is the Fate, specifically the movie. Oh no, this is Stay Night. Fate Stay Night. Okay, never mind. I thought this was one of the movies. Fate Stay Night was okay. All right. I'm not gonna say it was the best. I thought it was okay. Uh I'm gonna put it in C tier. I am a Fate fan. It's just that's not the Fate series I got into. If it was Fate Zero, different story. Put that in A tier automatically. Fate Stay Night, and Unlimited Blade Works, where I was okay with. Don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Doctor Stone, haven't watched. Don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. Fire Force. Fire Force. I am all caught up with Fire Force. And I do like that the world bleeds into Soul Eater. I don't know if Soul Eater is actually on this list now that I think about it. But I do like Fire Force. Is it B, A, or S tier? I'll put it in B tier. I'll put Fire Force in B tier. I do like it. It was a pretty decent time watching through it. I don't know if I'd put it in my A tier. Definitely not in my S tier. I'll say that. And here's where I'm gonna have to zoom in. Oh, this is though I can't pronounce it. Haven't seen it. So I know I should see it. I think this is one that's kind of been on my bucket list to go check out. I heard good things about it when it came out. Do Hetero, something like that. I don't remember the name of it. I can't, not even gonna pretend like I can pronounce it. But Love is War. Love is War was solid. And unfortunately, I've yet to watch the last season. I know the last season is supposed to be really good, and it's more just because I haven't had time. And when the last season was airing, I was just so busy. I didn't have time to watch it. But I do like Kaguya-sama Love is War. I'm going to put that in B tier. Again, I'm reserving A and S tier for the things that I really, really enjoy. So if it seems like I'm grading things a little too harshly right now, maybe I'll go back and I'll move things around. I really wanted to trim down this list. I just didn't have time. I was trying to find a way to trim this list down. This is my first time using the tier maker. All right, go ahead and blame it on me not knowing what I'm doing. But let's go ahead and keep going here. Haven't watched. What is this? Again, I am old and blind, and I need to zoom in from time to time. Don't know what this one is. I'm gonna go ahead and put down there. Lucky Star. Okay, so I actually really liked Lucky Star, and I was watching it during a time where I didn't have access to like a lot of stuff, and like who was it? Somebody actually sent me the DVD of this, and I saw it on DVD. Um and for that reason, because it was just in one of those moments where I didn't have access to internet, and it's just it definitely lives a little bit rent free in my mind for nostalgia for me personally. I am gonna put Lucky Star in B tier. I remember having a fun time with that show. Uh, don't know what this one is. Let me zoom in a little. Yep, nope, that didn't help. I don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Okay. Afro Samurai. Another one of those where I definitely enjoyed it. Crazy to hear because I'm not trying to be wrong here, but I want to say Samuel Jackson voices the main character, doesn't he? Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. I've been putting a lot of stuff in B tier. Afro Samurai was okay. I remember it being okay. Um, original Naruto. Original Naruto to me personally still kind of goes into B tier. It wasn't bad. I did enjoy it, but Shippuden to me was A tier. I absolutely enjoyed Shippuden. It's I've seen all of it. Yeah, some of the filler was a little bit much. Um, but I liked the Akatsuki. I was a big Akatsuki fan. I just liked Shippuden a lot better, and I liked old school Naruto. Old school Naruto had some pretty good moments. It had some good. I mean, it was the start of the franchise, right? I'll put it in B tier, but to me, Shippuden is 100% A tier when it comes to that. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Fairy Tail. I am actually a bit of a fan of Fairy Tail. I never finished it. I got pretty far into the series. Um but for whatever reason, and I don't recall, this is gonna be a common theme, right? I have moments where I'm incredibly busy and then moments where I have a bit more free time. And unfortunately, those busy moments always seem to derail everything. And as a matter of fact, just kind of breaking the fourth wall, if you're wondering why my videos have slowed down recently, work has been insane. I have been struggling. I have been wanting to come home, sit down and record, and I just have not had any time recently. But that's not here or there. Fairy Tail, I'm gonna put in the C tier. I even though I like Fairy Tail, I can acknowledge that the storytelling isn't the best, and there's definitely the power of friendship is a little too strong. But I enjoyed it. I don't think it deserves the hate it gets. I guess that's where I was going with that. I don't think it deserves all the hate. Uh, don't know what this is. Berserk. Okay, I haven't seen the original Berserk. All right, I've wanted to. It's been on my list to do. And let me just go ahead and put Monster up there because I know both of these are iconic series that I just have not gotten around to fully indulging myself into yet. I just haven't gotten a chance to. I say that it's been years, but I just haven't. I don't know what this is. What is this? Is this Shaman King? It is Shaman King. Okay. Shaman King to me is gonna go in D tier. I remember watching Shaman King way back in the day, but it honestly didn't grab me. I even tried watching the recent remake of Shaman King. Same thing, I just couldn't get into it. Hunter x Hunter. Okay, now go ahead, say what you want to say. Hunter x Hunter to me was it's S tier, right? I can't put this anywhere else. Hunter x Hunter has been, you know, everyone's go-to anime when it comes to like one of the best power systems, just the world that they created, even just the antagonists, right? Like everything about that. It's just a solid anime from beginning to end. Yeah, have to put that in S tier. Uh oh, Darker Than Black. I haven't seen. Oh man, Darker Than Black. This one is right up there with Lucky Star, where I watched this and I don't remember how I watched it now that I think about it, but I was in an area where again just kind of didn't have internet. Somehow or another I had gotten a hold of Darker Than Black, and or was this after? Anyhow, um I genuinely like Darker Than Black. I remember really liking this anime, and I don't remember what the reason for it is. It's hard to find, or it was at one point where I remember trying to find this anime to rewatch it, and I just couldn't. I specifically remember that trying to hunt down this anime to rewatch, and no matter how hard I tried, I just could not find it. But I remember genuinely enjoying it, and I know that might seem a little crazy to throw Darker Than Black all the way up there in A, but for me, it's just one of those anime that I genuinely enjoyed a lot when I saw it, to the point where I actively wanted to rewatch, and I couldn't. And yeah, it's going in A tier. All right, fight me. Haven't watched this. Cowboy Bebop. Personally, S tier. All right. Cowboy Bebop is one of the first real anime I saw that I was just like, wow, this is this is something different, right? Like cuz I grew up with Dragon Ball Z, watching Rurouni Kenshin, Cowboy Bebop, early 90s anime, and not like early 2000s anime. Um Mid 90s, late 90s. But Cowboy Bebop to me is still such a good story. The ending is absolutely phenomenal. Can't say enough good things about Cowboy Bebop. Hellsing. Hellsing is another A tier for me just because of how over the top it is. All right. You start coming in with, you know, vampire Nazis out of nowhere, and I don't know, it's just absolutely over the top silliness for me. I absolutely adore Hellsing. A tier for me. I know this one is, I don't remember the name of it. I haven't watched it. All right, forgive me. Trigun, another one of those old school classics that I absolutely fell in love with back in the day. Straight to A tier. The remake, I'm not gonna talk about the remake. I tried watching the remake. I tried watching the new Trigun. I could not finish the first season, but OG Trigun, absolute A tier for me. Uh, don't know what this is. Dragon Ball GT. I don't know where to put Dragon Ball GT. Because there's a part of me that's like, yeah, it was bad. It was pretty silly. But there's also a part of me that remembers enjoying it when I first saw it airing when I was little. And I'm going to put it in C tier because I remember enjoying it. But at the same time, I kind of feel like, because the D tier anime to me are just like, okay, well, like I just genuinely wouldn't go back and watch them. Like I wouldn't go back and watch Shaman King. I don't think I'm gonna go back and watch Shield Hero. But if I say it like that, I feel like I'm being overly harsh with GT. I think it gets more hate than it deserves. I do feel like it deserves hate. I just don't think it. I think it gets way more hate than it actually deserves. Omega Shenron was pretty cool. Um, the whole Black Star Dragon Ball section was pretty cool. Baby Vegeta was pretty cool. See, now I'm talking myself into putting it back in C tier. It's gonna stay in D tier for now. OG Dragon Ball Z to me is S tier. Again, this is very biased. This is my list. All right, I'm gonna do what I want with it. Dragon Ball Z is absolute S tier, just for the impact it's had on the industry, just for the impact it had, uh, on me growing up as a viewer of anime. To me, it's absolutely gonna go in S tier. What is this? I don't know what you are. Evangelion. I haven't even seen it. I haven't seen Evangelion, but I can't tell you why. Every single time I've thought about watching Evangelion, all I can think about is how obsessed people were about this show back in the day, and me absolutely thinking that it was, like, it was trying to be too much. I don't know. I've actively avoided trying to watch Evangelion just because I feel like it's pretentious in a way, and that's completely talking out of pocket. I've never seen it. It really should go and haven't watched, but I'm personally putting it in F tier, because I can, and I have no rhyme or reason to do so. Don't know what that is. Claymore. Claymore is an interesting one. I'm gonna put Claymore in D tier. I remember enjoying it. I don't remember too much more about the story other than it's about this exclusively female knights who have, like, I forget, they're like part monster or something like that. And I remember towards the end they were going up against like male claymores, which I don't remember why, but I thought the series said that there weren't any. Some like I don't recall anymore, but I have seen it. Didn't leave too much of an impact on me at the end of the day. Uh, so it's going in D tier. Angel Beats, B tier. I really, really enjoyed Angel Beats, and it was a pretty emotional anime towards the end. I just remember having a fun time with it. I remember enjoying it. I'd go back and rewatch Angel Beats. Toradora. I did really enjoy Toradora. I'm gonna leave it in B tier. It's kind of the same with Angel Beats to me, where I enjoyed watching them. I'm happy that I watched them. I probably wouldn't go back and rewatch it, or I would go back and rewatch it, but um, wouldn't be on my top list of anime. I would, because I guess that's the breakdown I'm going, right. Like, to me, anime in A tier, I would be 100% okay actively rewatching. Like, if I just put on an episode, or if I just picked out, oh, I remember watching this, I want to go back and rewatch it. S tier or anime I can go ahead and put on, rewatch, or for me have enough significance that I feel they deserve that. B tier, I'm okay with rewatching. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like, if somebody's never seen it before, I will go back and rewatch it with them. D tier, if somebody was watching it, I'd be okay sitting there watching it, but at the same time, I'd be like, I could be doing something else. D tier, I'm okay not rewatching. I'm fine with it. Whatever. F, yep, I'm just gonna be biased on F. Haven't seen this. Haven't seen this. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. My little sister can't be this cute. Totally don't know what that is. Yu Yu Hakusho, S tier. Absolutely S tier. If anybody watched my recent reaction to the death battle for Yusuke versus Ichigo, you already know my bias when it comes to Yu Yu Hakusho. And there's kind of a trend, all right. Some of these older anime just have a special place to me, where to me they are absolutely top tier. Don't know what that is. Black Lagoon. I'd put it in B tier. I'd rewatch Black Lagoon, but it was at the end of the day. Like, I did enjoy it. It's not enough to go into C tier, but I had a fun time with Black Lagoon. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Don't know what that is. Black Butler. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Would I actively want to rewatch Black Butler? No, I wouldn't. It was okay. Um, I enjoyed it. I don't know why. I feel like I've seen this anime, but I at the same time I have no recollection of it. Gossick. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that one. That's gonna go in there. Haven't seen you. Haven't seen you. Haven't seen you. Samurai Champloo. A tier. 100% A tier. The feel, the atmosphere of Samurai Champloo, the music, the visuals of it, absolutely top tier. I probably should go back and rewatch Samurai Champloo because it's been so long. I'm having a hard time fully remembering the story as a whole. I remember, and I don't remember the characters' names. Do not ask me to try and remember these people's names. I remember the female character was going after like the plum blossom samurai, or like the samurai that smells of plum blossoms. I love the dynamic the two male leads had. Just kind of being polar opposites of each other in terms of their fighting style. But yeah, absolute A tier for me. Don't know what you are. What is this? Again, blind. Don't know what you are. Fate Stay Night. Isn't Fate Stay Night already on here? Am I dumb? Uh okay. I don't know why this is on here twice. I'm just gonna go ahead, or unless this is the original and this is the movie. I remember liking the movie, if I'm being honest with you. I know it got a little crazy, like the 3-part movie with Sakura being the main love interest. But anywho, Bloodseed, don't know it. Um High School DxD, totally have no idea what that is. Absolutely no clue. Um don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what you are. Eureka 7, is that how you pronounce this one? I have seen it. I didn't care for it. I'm honestly gonna put that in F tier. Um, I just remember being really turned off by it. That's all I can remember. I remember starting to watch it, not caring about it at all. Automatic F tier for me. Don't know what you are. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot in this do not list. This is why I wanted to trim down this list, but I was just not able to. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Oh, is this House Moving Castle? Anything Studio Ghibli's automatically going into A tier for me. I absolutely enjoy the Studio Ghibli movies, and that's what I'm gonna about to say about every single one of those. So, uh, Exo World, don't know what that is. Don't know what that is actually. Uh, End of Evangelion, F tier. Again, personal bias. Don't care about it. Sword Art Online. Where do I want to put Sword Art Online? I'm gonna put it in B tier. It was fun. Um, yeah. I don't know if Alicization is on here. I kind of like that one better. Original Sword Art Online wasn't bad. It was really just that middle arc where there were fairies. That one I didn't really care for. I'll leave it in B tier as a whole. Like if I'm talking about the series as an absolute whole, I'll leave it in B tier. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm ashamed to say I haven't watched all of JoJo's. I've seen up to when we meet Jotaro. Is that the one where uh I know JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has a special place in a lot of people's hearts. I haven't seen all of it, but what I have seen of it, I do like. I will put it in B tier just because I know I need to keep watching the series. And I have tried. We recently just kind of fell off of it. But yeah. Bleach, A tier. Especially with Thousand Year Blood War. Absolute A tier for me. Enjoy Bleach. I rewatched it leading up to Thousand Year Blood War. I did skip a lot of the filler arc, like the bounds and all that. I know that a lot of people seem to like that arc, or I know that it was better received compared to some of the other filler. But and the Fullbringer arc I didn't care too much for, but overall to me, Bleach is still a good show. I will put that 100% A tier. What is this? Don't know what you are. You're gonna go there. Maji. Maji was all right. I remember that one. C tier. Mainly because I remember getting to a point with Maji where I just put it down and just thought, I don't care to keep watching it. It's a weird way. It's hard to describe. I didn't think it was bad. I just think at the time it wasn't. I didn't have the time for it. Let's just put it that way. Don't know what you are. The world only God knows. It's on my watch list. I don't know why it is. I feel like somebody recommended this to me, and that's all I know about it. Psycho-Pass. Psycho-Pass is B tier, 100% for me. I really enjoyed Psycho-Pass, but it's not. I didn't enjoy it enough to put it in A tier, but it's a pretty solid show. I don't know why I think that there's more coming out here soon. Are they coming out with new? Is there a new Psycho-Pass? Am I thinking of that correctly? I don't think there is. I might just be imagining stuff. What is this? And they really got like the world's tiniest thumbnails for this, don't they? I don't know what you are. I don't know what you are. I don't remember the name of this anime. And I hate that I don't remember the name of this anime, but I remember this one. This is the girl's like I was gonna say delusional, but she kind of is. She's kind of delusional, where she like kind of lives in this fantasy world, right? Like that's this one, right? The one with the eye patch. If it's the anime I'm thinking of, and again, I'm sorry if I don't remember the name of this one. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Yeah, Attack on Titan. Okay, all right. I still haven't watched the last season. I liked Attack on Titan. I did. I just haven't gotten a chance to watch the last season, so sue me. But I mean, it's Attack on Titan. It's solid. It's absolutely solid. To me, it's not A tier, and I think it's because I just haven't seen the final season. I don't know. I can't explain why. I just for some reason I'm not. I didn't even think about putting it in A tier. It instantly went into B tier for me. Which means I might have to move some of this stuff around. I feel like I'm being a little too lenient and a little too harsh all at the same time, but whatever. Okay. I saw this one. I enjoyed it. That's all there is about it. I don't recall much more about it. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Oh, the Devil's a part-timer. I like the Devil's a part-timer. Um, I'm pretty sure I saw all of it. Or did they come out with like a new series of it? I don't recall. I know I've seen the first and second part of it. At least I think I saw the second part of it. But I remember enjoying The Devil's a Part-Timer. Good show. Don't know what you are. What is this? Steins Gate? Steins Gate, haven't seen it. Code Geass. A tier. Absolute A tier. Code Geass. Solid show all around. Um great plot twists. I don't know. I like Code Geass. I don't know what more I can say about that. If I'm not being overly descriptive, it's because I'm just terrible at this. So, but I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best. Kinda, sorta. What is this? Don't know. Don't know. Really wish I could have trimmed down this list. Ghost in the Shell. Ah. I'm gonna put it in B tier. There's a very big part of me that wants to put Ghost in the Shell in A tier. And the reason being is that it was one of those anime that I looked forward to watching like on Toonami or like late at night on Adult Swim. But I've never sat down and watched it from like beginning to end. And I do kind of wish I would have. And I know there's different versions of Ghost in the Shell. I wouldn't know what order to watch them in, but I remember every single time I tuned into it, I enjoyed it. And so that's why it's going to go in B tier. Even though I've never seen it chronologically, it still made enough of an impact on me to want to put that in B tier. Don't know what you are. Gurren Lagann. I really want to put Gurren Lagann in S tier. Come on. Piercing the Heaven, just I don't think I can put it in S tier. This is like an A plus tier to me. Gurren Lagann is 100% A plus for me. Oh my goodness, I don't recall the name of this anime. I'm gonna put it in C tier, but this is like a C plus to me. I don't remember the name of it. I just remember the awkward girl, and just her getting into her shenanigans. See, now looking at my list of B tiers, there's some that I want to knock down to C tier, but I'm gonna leave the list as is right now. Okay, don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. A certain magical index, right? Is that what this is? Yeah. Oh no, a certain magical railgun, right? I think this is a certain magical railgun. I tried to watch it. Um had a really hard time getting into this one. I'm gonna put it in D tier. It might be higher if I actually sat down to watch all of it, but it is what it is. Okay, Madoka Magica. I'm just gonna do one. I know one is the movie, one is the show. I'm just gonna do the show. I am putting Madoka Magica in S tier. It is one of my top anime because of how much it subverted the magical girl genre. And I don't know. It's just one of those where it caught me so off guard. And I think it's a combination of when it came out and just how much the story gripped me in terms of how heavy the emotions felt for the characters. Like, oh, I hate that I can't remember the blue hair chick's name right now. I know Mommy, I know Marika, I know Homaru. I don't remember the blue girl, but her spiral I thought was such a good representation of somebody being like broken down by the weight of everything. Um yeah, I I know it seems weird to put Madoka Magica in S tier. It's an S tier anime for me. Absolutely. I would rewatch Madoka Magica, and I have in some instances, like when I was leading up to the movie. But yeah. I don't know what you are. Space Dandy. I've wanted to watch Space Dandy. I just haven't had the time for it. Big O. Big O. It's another one of those old school anime that I remember. It's a lot like Ghost in the Shell, where I remember seeing it. Now, I will say I have seen all of Big O from beginning to end, and I remember genuinely enjoying it. But it's also more out of nostalgia that I'm putting it in B tier because of how much it intrigued me when I first saw it. Because even like with other anime, to me, it doesn't feel like it looks like other anime. And it definitely had more of a just generic mech vibe to it. But something about Big O really really grabbed my attention. Not enough for me to put it anywhere in A tier. I almost feel like Ghost in the Shell and Big O should go in C tier. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I'm gonna put both of them in C tier, but high C tier, right? This is C plus right here. So don't know what you are. Bison Wolf, C tier. I remember liking it, and then it never got like another season, or it finally got a new season recently. I think in the last couple years, Bison Wolf did get a new season, and I never got around to watching it. But I remember watching the original and really enjoying it, and then nothing. It just kind of ended, and so that's why it's going in C tier, because it left me hanging. What is this? I don't know what this is. Wolf's Rain. I remember watching Wolf's Rain when there was nothing else to watch. I'm putting it in F tier, mainly just because I remember being annoyed every time I had to watch it. Gantz, never saw Gantz. Which one's this one? I really can't make out what this is. Something zero, don't know what you are. Cardcaptor Sakura. It's gonna go in D tier. I remember enjoying Cardcaptor Sakura when it came out. Well, not when it came out, but watching it way back in the day, way back in the day. And I remember thinking it was a fun show to watch, but at the same time, I don't remember it enough to put it any higher than D tier. So, yeah, don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Is Tokyo Ghoul? It is Tokyo Ghoul. Is this the zero or the re one? I never saw Tokyo Ghoul, whatever math term it is, like square root or something. I remember Tokyo Ghoul. I remember enjoying it. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Although I feel like it might have made it up to C tier if I could remember Tokyo Ghoul a little more. Here and here. I already have Black Butler on here, right? Yeah, I do. I don't know what's on here twice. I'm guessing this might be a movie or something. I don't know. I don't think I ever saw the movie, but whatever. Don't know what you are. Sword Art. Oh, this is Sword Art Online. Again, I'm just gonna put that there. Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins. It would be A tier if not for how they massacred the third season. And I don't really care for the new Seven Deadly Sins, where it's like Meliodas' son and all that, and Bond's son. Don't care for that series. I've tried to watch it, but I played so much of the mobile game. I played an embarrassing amount of the mobile game, of the Seven Deadly Sins. And I did genuinely like this story. I actually read the manga for it. I finished the manga, you know, way before they animated it, and I'm gonna put it in B tier. If the anime had been better and had they done it justice, I'd put it in A tier because I genuinely enjoyed Seven Deadly Sins. Um, I'll leave it in B tier. I'm just gonna keep going. I don't know what this is. What are you? Don't know. Don't know. I've seen clips of this, but never saw the full thing. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. We already talked about Fate. Don't know what you are. Rurouni Kenshin. I grew up with Rurouni Kenshin. All right. And I know there's some problematic things with the author. I feel like I should bump it down just for that. But I remember really enjoying Rurouni Kenshin. I haven't seen too much of like the new remake series for it. But growing up, watching Rurouni Kenshin when it first came out, I remember the song. I remember the outro song being so catchy. But this was definitely one of those anime that made me excited to get up in the mornings and go watch like Toonami or when they like aired like early in the mornings on Saturdays and stuff, or whenever they would air it. But yeah, yeah. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Oh, I'm gonna mispronounce this so bad. Elfen Lied, Elfen Lied. I'm gonna put it in B tier. No. See, this is getting hard for me now because the more I'm looking at my list, the more I hate it. But Elfen Lied was one of those where I enjoyed it a ton when I first saw it, but then really didn't think about it after, right? It didn't leave an overly lasting impression on me. I'll put it in C tier, but it's a high C for me. I remember liking Elfen Lied. Is it wrong to pick up Girls in a Dungeon? I fell off of it. I enjoyed what I saw of it. I don't remember what season I left off on. It was like season 2 or 3 or something like that. I know the series has continued. I haven't sat down to watch it. So it's going in C tier. Uh I can't remember the name of this one. Death Parade or something like that. I'm gonna put it in D because I didn't finish it in the sense that I was watching Death Parade. I liked the concept. I thought it was a very interesting concept, but I fell off and didn't care to go back and rewatch it, right? Because so I would go back and finish watching this. I wouldn't go back and finish watching this. And I couldn't tell you why. I just kind of lost interest with Death Parade. I know this is probably going to hurt some people, but I haven't watched whatever this is. I feel like that's one I should have watched. Don't know what that is. What is this? Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Food Wars. If not for the last season, I think I'd put it in A tier. And even despite the last season, I might put it in A tier. Because it was just such a silly show. But I mean, the premise was just insane, right? Just making food so good that, it just tore people's clothes off, and it was just absolute insanity. There is a part of me that wants to put this in A tier. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I had such a good time with Food Wars that how much I despise the last season, I really feel like they just fell off with it. Um I'm gonna go ahead and still leave it in A tier. Parasite, never saw Steins Gate. One Piece. I have tried. I have tried watching One Piece. I'm gonna make some people mad on this. I'm gonna put it in D tier. It's too long. All right, there are too many episodes. I got up to the point where they met Frankie, and I tried. I really gave it a shot. I just couldn't get into One Piece. Um, I know it's iconic. I see clips of where they are now and clips of like really famous moments like Marineford when like Ace dies and all these other things that happen in the series. It looks amazing. It looks incredible. I just had a hard time with maybe when the new one comes out. I know they're remaking it with like cutting out a lot of the fluff and a lot of the filler and kind of trying to make it a little more expedited. Maybe when that comes out, I'll give it another go. Right now, I just couldn't. I got to the point where they met Frankie. I missed 1 or 2 days of watching it, and then I just didn't care to go back and keep watching. So Fate Zero. Fate Zero's A tier. Absolute A tier for me. Love Fate Zero. Um I know I just kind of slapped Fate, all the other Fates in C tier. I thought they're okay. Having said that though, the new Fate, Fate Strange Fake, that's currently airing, I would probably put that in A tier too. It's so far, it has really got my attention. I'm really enjoying it. I played so much of the mobile game. I had to physically stop myself from playing FGO and like just delete it off my phone so that I would stop playing it. All right. That's how bad I was with FGO. I love the Fate franchise. Again, some of the other series of it, I like. They just didn't grab me the same way Fate Zero did. Fate Apocrypha I thought was pretty fun. Um, the new one, Fate Strange Fake, and the movies. Like I said, I really really like. I kind of like the movies of it. So Gintama, never saw. Don't know what this is. Never saw it. Again, I'm old. Whatever. Helsing. Helsing's already up here, right? Yeah, it is. This might be the original, and this might be the other one. I saw them both. To me, they're both. I'm putting them as one collective. All right, so I'm putting it down here just because I don't know where else to put it. But they're A tier for me. I like them. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. No idea what that is. Oh, ah, I can't remember the name of it. Hizumiya. I like Hizumiya. Um, I'm gonna put Hizumiya on B tier. I know for a lot of people, it was kind of a big anime at the time. I remember enjoying it. I remember having a good time with it. Uh, that's about as much as I'm gonna say about that one. There's almost a part of me that wants to put it in A tier, but at the same time, I feel like it belongs in B tier for me personally. So, oh, I can't remember the name of this one, but this one, this one's like I almost want to put this one in A tier. I know it sounds silly when I can't even remember the name of it, but every single episode of this one absolutely gripped my attention. This is the one where the guy's going around solving like supernatural kind of mysteries, and like each episode is kind of its own thing. Um, but the animation was really solid to me, or at least like the visuals themselves to me were really, really good. I thought it was a good story in terms of the main character. I thought he was really well written. I am gonna bump him down to B tier though. I kind of want to put them up in, and I'm kicking myself right now that I can't remember the name of this one. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Uh, don't know what you are. Dragon Ball Z Super. Dragon Ball Z Super. I'm gonna put in B tier, which is sad because it definitely brought a lot of attention back to Dragon Ball, and I really enjoyed what they did with Broly in the new movie. Broly was already probably my favorite Dragon Ball Z character from back in the day. I had the movie. Um, I had the movie on DVD. Um, and I'm trying to think here. Cooler was another one. I really liked Cooler. Man, I could probably do a tier list just with the Dragon Ball Z movies if I'm honest. I thought Super was really solid. I liked what they did with it, but there were certain parts of it that just kind of I feel like they dumbed down Goku a lot. I feel like in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, Goku was silly and he was kind of ditzy, but something about how they treated him in Super just really I don't know. And then but I do like Beerus. I like Whis. I'll put Super in A tier. I'll bring it up to A tier. I'm on the fence about it though. I'll think about it. Don't know what this is. Don't. This is like two of them back to back. Okay, hear me out. I know this one gets a lot of hate. And again, it's one of those where I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it, but I genuinely had a fun time watching this one. There's something about silly anime that I don't know, just kind of grabbed my attention. I'm looking at Lucky Star, I'm looking at this one, and there's just something about silly anime. Same thing with this one right here. I once again I don't remember the name of that one if it's the one I'm thinking about, but there's something about silly ones that just always catch my attention, and I just have a fun time with. I just have a fun time with those anime. So going in B tier. What is this? I feel like I know what this is, but at the same time I don't. So you're going there. Don't know what you are. D Gray Man, never saw it. I think that's the Blue Exorcist. Never saw that either. Uh, Rosaria Vampire, I think that one's called. Didn't see you. Didn't see you. Yeah, we're getting into a lot of these where I haven't seen for one reason or another. This is Prison something another. I did watch this one, and I remember liking it, but at the same time not liking it. I'm putting it in D tier. Yeah, it's Prison. I know this anime. I just can't think of the name of it right now, and I remember not being overly impressed by it. Rumble, whatever. That's gonna go here. Another. That one's gonna go there. I don't think I ever saw that one. Kill a Kill. Kill a Kill. Hmm. Kill a Kill is A tier for me. I enjoyed Kill a Kill. I thought it was a fun premise. I thought the animation style really kind of matched the vibe of the show. Um, the characters were like really engaging. Like every character was like their own character. Um, I don't remember the comic relief sidekick girl. I don't remember her name, but I just remember the episode where like she got powers and it instantly went to her head. And I just thought that was such a funny, funny thing to kind of see. Um, yeah. Which one's this one? This why does this look like Card Capture Sakura? I don't know. Certain Magical Index. I want to see Certain Magical Index. I just haven't gotten around to it. Phantom, whatever. Yep. Assassination Classroom. I want to see this anime. I really, really do. I just haven't. And it's a shame. I feel like I would like this anime. I feel like if I watch this anime, I'd put it instantly like an A or B tier. Haven't seen it. Don't know what that is. Grave of the Fireflies. Grave of the Fireflies. I almost want to put in S tier. And it's one of those where I watched recently. I watched it in the last year. And because it was on my bucket list for forever, I always told myself I need to watch Grave of the Fireflies and I need to get around to it. And finally, I sat down, I watched it, and everyone in the world talks about how devastatingly sad this movie is. And I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, I think maybe it's just because I've seen other stuff that's been equally as sad that maybe it just didn't hit me as hard. But I can imagine for the era, like this was probably like the saddest thing you could watch. And I think that's what I was expecting. And I didn't necessarily get that, but I 100% respect this movie in what it illustrated and what it showed. So it's still going in A tier. I feel like it should be S tier for me, but it didn't hit that threshold for me. Don't know what you are. Oh, we already got this one, don't we? Yeah. Uh Princess Mononoke, once again, all Studio Ghibli is, did I put that in B tier? I feel like it should be A tier. I did. I put Castle in the Sky. A tier automatically. My Neighbor Totoro, instant A tier for me. Never saw this. I know I should. Never saw that. One Punch Man. Yo. I'm gonna save it from F tier. Although that last season deserves to be an F tier. But I'm keeping it in D tier because I thought the first season was fun and it was fun enough for me to read the manga for it. And funny enough, I stopped reading the manga where the events of season 2 ends, which is absolutely disappointing to me because I was excited to get back into One Punch Man. I was excited to see them adapt that that arc, and it just completely let me down. I think this is Bocce the Rock. Haven't seen it. Gate. Okay. Oop. Where'd it go? No, I lost Gate. Oh no. I lost it. Give me a second. I'm gonna try and find it. Where did it go? What happened to Gate? I was about to go into a tangent about it. Not a tangent, but okay. Long story short, Gate to me is in B tier. I finally sat down to watch it only a couple months ago. I want to say it was like around Christmas or right before Christmas. And I don't remember why I started watching it. I think I saw like a meme about it or I saw something about it and it just made me be like, "Oh yeah, I've been wanting to watch that. Let me see if I can find it." And I ended up binging it just nonstop. I think it took me like 3 or 4 days and I binged the entire series. Had a good time with that. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Yeah, some of these are just gonna go here. Konosuba. Konosuba to me is A tier. 100%. 100% Konosuba is A tier. I 100% enjoy Konosuba. I think it's probably one of the funniest anime out there. I saw the movie in theaters. I saw the Konosuba movie in theaters, and it was an absolute riot to watch. I saw the Megumin spinoff. Yeah, I'm excited for more Konosuba. I don't know. I know they. I saw the recent season for it, and I know there's still more to the story. So I hope we keep seeing more. I don't know if it got greenlit. I don't know what the plans are for any more Konosuba, but big fan of Konosuba. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. What is this? I don't know what you are. Soul Eater. Soul Eater is going to be a solid B for me. I have a fun time with Soul Eater. It was a fun anime to watch. I read the manga for it, and I know the manga deviates from the anime quite a bit. But I kind of wish they would go back and adopt and like give it the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment where they readapt it for like the manga. But I like Soul Eater. High School of the Dead. Have never seen it. Don't know anything about High School of the Dead. Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what that is. My Hero Academia. There's a part of me that really wants to put it in B tier. Okay. And I'm going to need y'all to hear me out on this. Okay. I feel like at some point, Deku needed to kill Shigaraki. All right. He was so far gone. And this notion that Deku had to save him really kind of annoyed me at the end. All right. I get it. He was, one of the previous One for All one of the president. He was the granddaughter of what's her name or grandson. um, like there's this big stakes behind it where Deku wanted to save him, and it wasn't until like he was completely gone and All for One was the only thing left, and then Deku finally, delivered like the finishing blow and everything. Or no, I'm sorry, Kachan delivered the finishing blow to that. But like, I don't know, man. It's just at some point you have to make the tough call, right? And I genuinely feel like they really bent over backwards to have Deku not kill Shigaraki as Shigaraki, right? Like they did so much trying to redeem him, and I was just like, why are y'all wasting this much time? Like, he's done too much, right? He's done too much evil at that point, right? And I think that's why I'm putting it in B tier. Um, Having said that, though, Toga best girl. All right. Sinbad, never saw that spinoff. Never saw this. What is this? Jeez, man, I really cannot see. Um, don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. ReZero. ReZero. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I haven't seen the new stuff. Um, but I genuinely enjoyed ReZero, and I want to go back and keep watching it. I need to go back and keep rewatching it. I might have to rewatch it from the beginning if I'm honest with you. Ren is best girl. Leaving it at that. Don't know about you. I remember watching bits of this one. I didn't finish watching this one, but this one was fun. I'll put it in C tier. That's the guy that's like perfect. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Okay. Spirited Away, to me personally, is S tier. It is the funnest Studio Ghibli movie I've seen, and it's the one I enjoy the most. So for me personally, it's going in S tier. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Hitman Reborn. Okay. I want to put it in B tier. I read the manga. I saw all the series. Man. It's going in B tier. I don't know why there's a part of me that feels like it should be in C tier. I need to go back and rewatch Hitman Reborn. That was a good show. Don't know about you. Oh, Psyche K. Psyche K is fun. I like Psyche K. I forget why I stopped watching it. But I had a fun time with Psyche K. But at the end of the day, it's not something I would actively go back and rewatch at this point. Don't know what you are. Mob 100. Now, Mob 100 is one that I feel I want to put in S tier. And the reason being is I think it was a perfectly wrapped up show. I think they did a good job with the ending. I think they did a solid job with the pacing of it, the character development. His mentor Reagan, just such a good character. I'm gonna put Mob Psycho in S tier. Yeah, 100%. I think it deserves S tier status because out of all the anime in A tier, I would rewatch all of Mob Psycho 100%. 91 Days, don't know about you. Don't know about you. Haven't seen this one. Totally don't know anything about that one. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. the Saga of Tanya the Evil. I know they're coming out with more soon. 100% A tier. 100% A tier. Enjoy the Saga of Tanya the Evil. I'm sad it's taken this long for them to finally bring the story back. Top tier anime. Absolutely top tier for me. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Little Witch Academia. I remember enjoying it. I think I just leave it in C tier. I don't think I liked it enough to put in B tier, but I remember liking this one. But I can't really remember much else. So C tier. What is this? Oh, Log Horizon. Log Horizon is going in C tier as well. I like Log Horizon. Yeah. I don't think they ever finished the story for Log Horizon, did they? Did the anime just kind of end? I don't recall anymore. I don't remember if I saw the end of Log Horizon, but it was solid. Boruto's automatically going into F tier. We're just not even gonna entertain anything else about that. Miss Kobayashi, A tier. Absolutely great. Great anime. And I regret that I don't remember the water dragon's name right now, but that's Best Girl. Best Girl Kobayashi. Easy. Don't know what this is. Okay, this one right here. Recreator. I think not enough people have watched Recreator. All right. I enjoyed the heck out of this anime. Um, the different mashups, bringing in all these characters, the reverse isekai of these characters was such a refreshing take for me. And seeing like such different genre, like archetypes of different genres interacting with each other, what I thought was such a unique difference. And it also helps that like the main antagonist kind of has Gilgamesh level powers where like she's just spawning a bunch of swords. All right. So yeah. Recreators. If you haven't watched it, I heavily recommend you guys giving it a chance. I know it's on one of those like I think it's like on Amazon Prime or something like that. Like it's I don't think there's many places to watch it. But if you get a chance, watch Recreators. I recommend it. And I'm sure after this list, you guys aren't going to care what I recommend. So, yeah. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Totally absolutely no idea what that is. Man, Apocrypha. Apocrypha gets an A tier for me. I like Apocrypha. So what is this? Oh man, I can't remember the name of it right now. The gambling one with the yeah, B tier. Yeah, I'll leave it in B tier. I feel like I allowed a lot of stuff to get into A tier. Not looking at this list, but you know I'm okay with that. Ooh, Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss is 100% A tier. Maybe even I might even say S tier, but they haven't finished the story, did they? I don't think they finished the story of it yet. It's 100% A tier though. Love that show. It's so sad. It's absolutely tragic. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Why do I feel like I should know what this is? I don't know what this is though. Yeah, a lot of these I'm just gonna. And there's a lot of these on here I haven't seen. Overlord, A tier for me. Genuinely love Overlord. Um, it's been a well, okay. So the last movie that they came out with. I think it's the only movie they've come out for Overlord. I thought was pretty rushed, if I'm being honest. Um, but I like the concept of Overlord. I like the world building it. I know it's just one of those generic power fantasies. Um, it's one of those where when it first came out, I was really excited to see more, and I thought that we would get more right away. But there was like a pretty big gap between I think the last season and then the movie, and then since the movie, I haven't seen anything from it, and I'm really hoping they don't do what they did with One Punch Man. Um, Again, I definitely feel like that last movie was a little rushed. Um, I'm gonna keep it in A tier. It has the potential to drop down into B, maybe even as low as C if they really mess it up. But right now, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. I can't see anything. Don't know what you are. Black Clover. Mm, I really want to put it in A tier, but I'm gonna leave it in B tier. I like Black Clover, and I enjoyed watching it. Asta's a little much. Yuno's a little much. Keeping it in B tier. What is this? Don't know what you are. I've been meaning to watch what's it called? Magus' Bride or whatever. I haven't gotten around to it. Don't know what you are. Anya. Okay. This might be the only Studio Ghibli movie I'm putting in B tier. I don't know why. It just didn't catch me as much as the old school ones. There's a couple on here I'm sad I haven't seen. They don't have Pocoroso. Which other ones don't they have? Man, now I'm gonna have to go back and remember all the Studio Ghibli movies, but there's more on there. Place Further Than the Universe has been on my watch list. Haven't gotten around to it yet. Devilman Crybaby. Devilman Crybaby is a solid B for me. I liked watching it. I enjoyed the story. Um, yeah, that's about as much as I can say about Devilman Crybaby. What's the name of this one? What is the name of this one? It is has 02 in it. I haven't watched it. Number 6, don't know what that is. What is this? Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. My Hero, we already talked about. Don't know what you are. Reincarnated as a Slime. I really like it. The last season was a little boring. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I feel like I need to finish watching that season. I feel like I was like 1 or 2 episodes away from finishing the series, but I'll leave it in B tier for now. Totally don't know what this one is. Totally, absolutely have no clue what that is. Banana Fish, we talked about Cowboy Bebop. Haven't seen these. I know. Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. It was a fun show. Probably wouldn't rewatch it. I'll put it in C tier. Don't know what you are. Oh, is this yeah, Alicization, or however you say it. Death Note. I have to put Death Note in S tier. It was too good. L didn't deserve to go out like that, but man, was it a shock to see that happen. I like, other than like Gurren Lagann, I can't think of too many other anime that just permanently kill off their main antagonists. Like, right. And I know you can argue with Gurren Lagann, like, um, he wasn't like, he was in the show for so little amount of time. We weren't really supposed to consider him the main character. Um, but like Death Note was totally different. Like L was the main character. And the fact that they killed him off, like, really, and I know like there's people who might hate, I forget the name of the two that took his place, but it was just such a good anime. Iconic for its time. The number of people at my high school with Death Note notebooks is just too many, too many. Let's see here. Don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Yeah, some of these I'm just gonna start throwing in here. Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden is an A tier. It's even just strictly on animation quality. Kyoto Animation absolutely killed it with Violet Evergarden. Great show. Man, I really cannot see what these last ones are. That's, oh, is it this one? I meant to throw that in there. Inuyasha. Inuyasha. Oh man, where do I put you? I'm gonna put you in D tier. Because Inuyasha was like that one show growing up where it had cool moments, but I also thought the story was a little, I don't know, the story didn't really capture me. How many times they lost a shard, gained a shard, lost a shard. Just it just got too much. It was just too repetitive for me. Samurai 7. I remember watching Samurai 7, and I can't tell you more than that. I'm putting it in D tier. Um yeah, I had the DVDs for Samurai 7 because that's how I watched it. And I don't know why I can't really talk about it. Yeah, it was just kind of forgetful now that I think about it. Oh, the zombie idols. Zombie idols are B tier. Such a fun show. Their idol manager, funny character. Just hearing him be super over the top. Whoever voiced him had an absolute blast voicing him. Like that's just all there was to that. Let's see here. What's this? Uh, Boogie Pop Phantom or something like that. Never saw it. Wanted to see it. It was on my watch list, and then I just never got around to it. Um, Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is B tier. I enjoyed Goblin Slayer, and then they just haven't come out with more of it, right? It just kind of ended. And then I haven't seen much more. I don't remember where Goblin Slayer ended. I remember enjoying the show. I thought the main character was pretty pretty interesting in the way that he just needed to murder all goblins. Um yeah, I don't know. We'll just leave that one there. Okay. Uh I'm trying to think of the name of this one again. Domestic Girlfriend. Domestic Girlfriend. I'm ashamed to say I read the entire manga. I read the entire manga. Um Best Girl lost. All right. Pour one out for Best Girl. Um Rui, I think was her name. I'm having a hard time remembering now, but I read the entire manga, and I remember when Giga came out with his synopsis of the entire series, because he'd also read the whole manga, and he came out with like the whole timeline of it. And I remember losing my mind about how accurate it was. Um yeah. No, I have been not so shamelessly throwing some other ones up on this tier list that are probably slightly questionable. But I'm not going to at all shy away from Domestic Girlfriend. I had too much fun with it. It was a train wreck of an anime. It was an absolute train wreck of an anime. It was a train wreck of a manga series. But there was one I just couldn't stop watching, or reading. Never got around to this one. I recognize the characters, don't know it. Don't know what this is. Akame Got Kill. Akame Got Kill is another one of those where I read the manga. I like the manga better than what they did with the anime. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I wish they would go back and remake it with the way that the manga finished. Because the manga explored a lot more of the love story between the main character, and I don't remember her name, but the sniper character. I think her weapon was called Pumpkin or something like that. But I remember them rushing it in the anime and being kind of disappointed by that. Don't know what that is. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is absolutely A tier. I don't think there's much more to say about that. It was number one on my anime list for ever and a day. It's a solid story. Definitely an anime I would recommend to a first time viewer, if nothing more than just to, you know, show them a solid story. 100% Brotherhood is up there. Promise Neverland, F tier. I really liked the first season. That second season tanked it for me. I hated that second season. They ruined Promise Neverland. Don't know what that is. Quintessential Quintuplets. Never actually saw it. Don't know about you. Fruits Basket? Is this Fruits Basket? It is Fruits Basket. Never saw it. I had way too many people back in high school that loved Fruit Baskets. Never got around to it myself. Demon Slayer. There's a part of me that wants to put Demon Slayer in B tier. And the reason being is because I do feel it's a little overhyped. The first part of the Infinity Castle, why was that fight so long with what's his name? The upper moon that killed Rengoku. Why did they drag that out so long? I was so fed up with that movie just because of that. The rest of the movie was fine. But the amount of flashbacks just absolutely killed it for me. Having said that, I think the story overall is really solid. I might put it in A tier. I'm going to put it in A tier, but it's definitely in danger of going down to B tier. So, yeah. And I never saw that. But, okay. Give me a second to look at this abomination that I've created. Is there anything I feel like moving? Is there anything I feel like moving? All right, that's going to be it for today's video. I'll go ahead and catch on the next one. Bye.